You are watching B&P Paving. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And people who are watching this video who think they've subscribed, just double check, because I'm hearing on the grapevine that YouTube's removing people. Who knows? Okay, so it is Tuesday morning and we have hit the ground running. I've literally just pulled up and John Hayes have pulled up. It's 7:20. I'm absolutely shattered. I think the longer you do nothing for, the worse it is. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll this morning. So yeah, been quite a lot of leaf fall over the weekend as we get into that time of year. So we're gonna have to collect all that up so it's not mixed in the screed. So that'll be one of the first jobs. Like I say, John Hayes are here now, so we'll get this lorry unloaded, get this sand split on the job, ready to go. So as you can see, the lorry is just arriving. Luckily it's a back mounted crane, so that means you can back right up to this vehicle here and unload onto the job. We're going to put some bags onto here. The job's a bit misleading. It's only 2.5 metres wide. I think it's 14 linear, so it's only about 30-40 square metres the whole thing, but it looks absolutely massive. Some of them are really misleading. It's actually quite a small driveway. I bet you guys see in the video, it's I bet you can appreciate it. Don't you think it looks a lot bigger than that? I'll show you from the top of the property though. But yeah, so pretty straightforward. So that's the second one down. Just about to load up the third. The problem we have is, because the lorries come so early, we're understaffed. So normally I'd get one of the lads to jump up here and help put the handles on the crane. So you see the operators having to do it themselves. So he's doing two jobs, which I do feel a bit bad about, but I'm too old to be jumping up and down off there. There's no way. I'm like not as nimble as I used to be. So yeah, so as you can see, he has to tuck the handles onto the crane and then jump back onto the control here and crane over. We're going to put 3 on the drive to start with, and then the rest on the road, and then we'll barrow that in at a later date. I've got to sort some drainage out down the bottom here somewhere. Gonna have a look at it in a bit and see what I can do with it. I've got this vibe here, this stone might be a little bit low here, so that's another thing to check. These have been put here temporarily to avoid drains being blocked. These bags look, so when we pull them out, there's drains underneath so we know where they are. We can tool them up. So yeah, as you can see, we are on the third and final bag. Marvel of modern technology. Imagine this used to be a nightmare back in the day. There we have it. There are to do one-handed with the camera mine. There we go. And off it goes. Happy days. Oh, tired this morning. So we had a long bank holiday, we had Friday off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And it makes it all the harder coming back on the Tuesday when you just lay around like a fat potato on the settee all weekend. So yeah, we'll take a couple of coffees to get firing this morning, which is a shame because we've got plenty to do. So the odds are against me this week. Got Chris is away on holiday, which means it's not a problem. Obviously I'm gonna have to do more of the manual side of things, but the problem in doing that is there's obviously all the other stuff to do, the quoting. Yeah, the quoting and all the normal stuff I do, so it's yeah, it's trying to fit that in around working a full working day as well, so it's going to be a very long week this week on top of all my other obligations. But I'm not moaning, it's the way it goes. We'll get it done as we do. So yeah, so what time are we on now? We have to wait for the boys to arrive, about 7:45 now, and wait for them to arrive and we'll get rocking and rolling with something. So we've probably over-ordered on the sand, so what we do to start with, we've got 4.5, 5 ton here, so we'll put 3 here and we'll barrel all that in. and then we've got another 1.5 or something, 2, and we'll put them outside on the road just to be sure, because we don't want to, if we put the 5 ton on here and it's too much, we've got to get it all back out manually. So it makes sense to have less than more in this situation. And also I've got a delivery of blocks coming out mid-morning, I think. That's if they're coming to yard, so that's another hold up. They're not actually available in stock at the minute, so they're coming in this morning. So hopefully they're normally coming about 6, 7 in the morning. So if that being the case, it should be here for 10 o'clock, and in which case I'm going to put them out here, so it gives us ease of access to load it all out and get it down here. So yeah, rock and roll, plenty to be doing today. Okay, so I've just stepped into front keys and get some timber. But the lads are knocking, loading the sand out into piles, and we'll rake it to about 1 inch thick. So yeah, that's going well. And now, luckily, the second lorry's turned up with our block pavers, so we're on a roll now. So we've got all the blocks coming off in a sec. So it's 9 AM, all the blocks have arrived. Lads are just raking the sand about perfectly, as we do. Get a nice equal distribution on the stone. And we'll give that a whacker. We'll get this screeded, have a break, and we'll get this bad boy laid. So that's today's agenda, really. Anything more than that's a bonus, isn't it, boys? Yeah. Everyone's sad today. Okay, so we've put all the sand in now. It's had a whacker. Obviously, we've been traipsing up and down. We've put a bit of excess sand down here, just in case, because we're screeding downhill. If we get it screeded to in and we run out of sand, we can't bring it back over the screed, so we've sort of stockpiled a bit just in case. Might not need it, but it's better to do that. So I'm gonna have to take a time lapse. I've been trying to avoid the time lapse thing and do a bit more visual stuff, a bit more talking. But yeah, this front bit's a bit of a nightmare. It falls this way downhill, and then there's a bit that runs into a step on the front and so on. So I'm gonna have to tinker about with that. So I'm just gonna set this camera up and we'll time lapse it and we'll get this front screeded up and ready to go. So I'm not at all sure who the mystery man is, but someone keeps pulling up and shouting, "Fold your ears, some Chris for you," and throwing piss out of a car window. So yeah, whoever it is, thank you very much. That's the best thing that's happened today so far, isn't it? So yeah, we've got a packet of Chris each. Yeah, can you come and throw some coffee? What about Mackie's breakfast? Have you ever had? I'm sure he said a whisper, and so, I'm sure he said. I'm not sure. He's come back round. He's back.
Adult nappies and lube.
you get them all. Anyway, let's continue. Also, there's something he's addressing. I keep getting messages in the comments about me wearing trainers. Now, I've been neglecting to discuss the issue, as I feel some things are quite personal and I don't want to discuss my toe hygiene with you guys. However, I feel the time has come now. So the reason the last couple of weeks I've been wearing trainers is because I have a bad toe, and in my work boots it keeps repeatedly getting smashed to pieces. I appreciate the danger involved, however I had to make a decision as to which would be more beneficial to my toe. So I've wore trainers for a few weeks to allow my toe to heal, which it now has, and ta-da! Boots. So of course we take PPE and health and safety seriously, but it was either not come to work or wear trainers, because I've literally had to have a bandaged toe and my toenail's knackered and it's been stabbing into my feet. It's like an ingrowing thing. Horrible. So if anyone's ever had one, it's seriously bad news. So yeah, that's the reason. So get over it now, let's all move on. And it's all them lads who work on site who get jealous because we don't have to wear goggles and breathing masks all day. So anyways, we're getting this done now. This bit again, we're gonna have to hand float this little step. Bit of a nuisance, but we're doing that now. We're going to get this bit laid and then reset the bars and do down the drive, which is a bit of a different way of doing things, but we feel it would be better, more beneficial. So there you go. Okay, so that is the front laid up. Just going to float it up now, reset the bars, and we'll do down this side. Like I said, it kind of made sense to do it that way because the angles are a bit trickier. We couldn't really set the bars. So yeah, we're going to screed all down in and get the side laid. Okay, look at that. What time are we on? 12:30. All laid up. So the boy's going to drop back now, start cutting, getting everything in. So it's going well. So jobs tomorrow. These blocks, I don't know if we rattled them loose or I think they're the gobbo's just blown with the frost. So we need to take those bricks back out, repoint them up, point this little gap down here, drainage channel in here, piped in. There's a drain here where this tub is. It's got to be either lifted or reinstated. One where this bag is, one where this bag is. No, there's an air brick currently half covered, but again we'll take that out and build like a chamber to keep the airflow nice. This side's lovely. As you see, the DPC level is way above where we're at, so we need to be careful around this wall. But yeah, had my doubts this morning, but everything has gone as well as expected, and we've still got 3 hours left on the clock, so should be majority cut in. So I'll hand over to Connell. He'll run some time lapses, show you what he's doing. Should look good. I appreciate I look like that guy off Back to the Future before his hair went white, Doc. However, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say it's Wednesday morning and we're still cooking with gas. All the stuff's arrived nice and early. Cannot complain at all. And look at the amount of work we got done yesterday. Teamwork makes the dream work. So I reckon we'll be near finished today, bar whackering and sanded. I hope. So we're just doing some adjusters. We're just raising the we'll put some new drains in, some new bits of pipe and so on, connecting them up. We've got a drainage channel running here, alteration on this brickwork. The lads are just tinkering the drains now. Yeah, plenty to be getting on with. So happy days. Okay, so one of the first jobs, well, saying that, we've already set the new drains. One of the first jobs now is we're gonna run an ACO in here. There's a little downpipe in this corner, existing little drain down here. So we're gonna have to pipe it into there. So yeah, bit of a ball ache, but we like doing things back to front round here. And as if by magic, that is in. Surprisingly, took less time than we thought it was gonna. So yeah, drainage is set, plumbed in. Left the end cap off here to take advantage of this little gravel trap here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Not too bad. So I think the next job is sort this little bit of brickwork here out, which is frost damage. So I'm gonna get some builders mixed up. If you look, these bricks are a bit loose. So I mean, it's previous damage. It's not really anything to do with us, but I'm just gonna take these out and re-bed them. There's a joint there I want to fill up. And then yeah, we're going to leave this to set and clean it all down later. This bit's done. Also set and finish the first drain, so we've put a new riser on there and concrete around it, let that set, so that's all clear and ready to go. Still got access to it. I'm going to run this boiler straight down now instead of half bond. Yeah, so up to now things are going well. It's only 20 past 9 and I've done a lot of the remedial stuff that I thought was going to take all day, but it hasn't. So yeah, it's going really well. Okay, so I have started work on this area here. Like I said, I don't know if it was damaged by us. I think it's just frost damage, as you can see. But I need to do something with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a section of this brick off here, put that in, bed it, and then I've got this one here, bed that one in, and then the final brick here, which the back is splintered off. Have got it, so I think it's going to be a case probably of putting it back together like so and putting it back in, which is not ideal, but it's what I've been given. Don't have any other bricks, so I might be actually able to adhesive that brick back together. So that might be a plan for there. So yeah, that's my next job. Then we'll just join this up as best I can. It's just a little extra. Obviously I can't leave it like that. It's unsafe and it's not finished properly. So that's the next little job. Okay, so that's them back in as best I can. I'm going to let it set a little bit and then give it all a brush off and clean the faces down and so on. It's a never ending. See, the problem down here is there's a lot of frost damage, so I've just repaired what I feel is my job, so to speak. You know, I think there's probably a damp problem going on. I think obviously there's a bank here. It's probably holding a lot of water. It's travelling through these slabs that retain the back, getting into the brickwork, so it's perishing. But again, it sounds a bit like a them problem. So yeah, I've done my bit here. My work here is done. Okay, so I think the next step is, no pun intended, this second step here. So just past the door here, we're going to install another step down, so this path's lower. So that's what we need to be getting on with next, I think. And then we're going to drop on that, get the blocks all laid in it. We've now got a couple, got one more drain left to, oh yeah, we've got one more drain left to sort out here and at the air brick, just building like a chamber around the air brick, and then it's pretty much easy street. We've just got to get it laid up and get it backed up and everything else. I can leave the boys to do that, but so they're the jobs I need to do this morning. Already did a quote this morning before I came to work. I've got that one after work. I've got a load tomorrow morning, So yeah, it's all go, but we're getting there. Okay, so that's the second step in. We just need to pave it all now. We'll work out a way of doing this because we've got to step over it all. So yeah, that's the next battle. So I think I'm gonna have to break this around, whacker it, probably screed my way out and then lay it all that way. So screed this way and lay it back out that way. Okay, so that's the step in, the path in, it's all marked up now, ready to cut. So I'll get this all cut in now, see where these lines are, the borders will drop in. It'll start looking like a path and a step. Whole thing jet washed off, it's gonna look good. Good morning, everybody. Do you know what? You don't see this very often. I'm a happy man. This job has gone perfectly. So, you ready for this? Bash, bash, as that guy says on TikTok. Big John. Shout out Big John. Path's all in, ready for whacker and gravel. Driveway's all in, gonna resole this up. Put some new rockery down, we've saved some stones. We're just going around snagging any chip blocks before we whacker. And then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna whacker this part of the driveway. And then what happens is, there's little tiny gaps, and because there's a gradient downhill, the blocks will shift slightly downhill, which is our plan. Then we're gonna whacker the top area, and it move down a bit more. And then, we're gonna cut the front border and drop that in. Reason being, we do this, we've learnt through experience. You cut the front border in, then you whacker it, it moves downhill, you end up with a little gap between the edging and the, you know, the whole drive might shift 5 mm, leaves a little gap at the top. And then we have to take it all out, recut it all again. So we've decided to do it that way, and that way it'll close the gaps up, and then we'll sand it and whacker it properly. But yeah, we're using our noggins this morning. But yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's only Thursday, I can't believe how well everything's gone. Yeah, it's just, sometimes it just goes like that, I suppose. So yeah, this is all the, how that's been left finished. Wall's not amazing. Again, a bit limited on what I can do with it. But yeah, they're proud of all the lads this week. They've all got mucked in. All new drains set, air brick clear, new drain, piped in drainage. Just, we're done today. And the lads will get a payday off tomorrow. So unfortunately that means less footage for you guys, but yeah. So anyway, we're just, I think we're gonna start off. I think Connell's gonna just give this a light whacker, like I say, to move it down here. We'll see if it works. It might not do anything, it might not move, hopefully it doesn't, but we're not prepared to take the risk. So yeah, that's first job of the day. Say it, don't spray it. So we had an extra ton of sand and it was in the way for us doing the tarmacking, and as if by magic, John Hayes have just arrived, so they're going to stick that on the lorry now and clear that out of the way. So like I said, everything is just gone swimmingly this week. This will be all them jobs with the customer just don't pay me or something. But I say everything's gone really well, so I'm absolutely buzzing this morning. Sun's out. Okay, so we're just changing during the compaction process, depending where the pressure is. Some of them pop, so we're going to go around and just change a couple. There's not many, to be fair, quite happy with that. These blocks are quite brittle. I don't think they used to be this brittle. I don't know if it's something in the mix now. I don't know if they've taken something out of it, but it's probably some health and safety thing, but there's probably something they've taken out of the mix, because they're not as strong as they used to be. But yeah, so we'll go around, change them now, snag them, little breaks and so on, and then we'll finish whackering. Okay, so it's all whackered now, complete. Just need to do a big clean up now, get all the gravels in, wash everything down, just change a few blocks. So it's split, one of the bloody split here when we compacted it, it's sometimes cracking off, like I said, because of the pressure. And then they're a nightmare to get out. You have to hammer and bolster the bloody things out. So, oh, I need to do something with my hair. I think I have to cut it off. Bad enough. Sounds like an in-betweener. Okay, so we're slowly getting there. Next job on the agenda, we're going to get this garage all cleaned down. All the driveway's now been brushed in. Got to do the gravel, fitting the gravel traps. Just tinkering about. Birch is about to get started on the tarmac. I've got to do a load of running around. We're down to one van because Chris is away, so I've got to move it in to get all the tools gone. I've got to keep moving around. So I'm going to take a load now to my house and unload some tools and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's going well. I think another hour or so and we'll be good. Okay, so that's the tarmac done, but it's just tamping them little bits we couldn't hit. Just going to point this wall up as best we can. I told the guy we couldn't make an oil painting of it, it's too difficult, it's not our specialist subject, as they say. So yeah, all there is to do now is get this road clean. Check my new hat out. The man from Plaspave's been to see me. I bought us all a little hat, except for my head is so big it doesn't fit. So yeah, just get the road all cleaned up now and give everything a wash down and go to the pub. Okay, so that's the road clear. No, that's just come back on its own. So yeah, just about to get the mist down. It's a little bit dusty, but it takes a while to clean up itself properly. So bit of rainfall. But yeah, happy money. Job's a good one. Just eating a chicken, southern fried chicken lettuce wrap. I'm trying to be a bit healthy. Southern fried's not the best, but homemade southern fried, not thing there. But there you go. Trying to keep myself buff for the fans, aren't we, Foldsy? Trying to keep yourself dreaming.
All the gay following we've got.
The massive gay following, which we love and appreciate. If anyone wants to send us sweet nothings, feel free. No D pics in the inbox though, please. Okay, so that is us about done for the week. Yeah, cannot complain. Start to finish this job, we did Wednesday, Thursday, we had Friday off, we had bank holiday Monday. So start to finish, I think 5 days, something like that. Can't complain. There's a lot of work gone into it. The lads worked really hard. I'm proud of everybody, even somebody whose name shall not be mentioned, uttered. Yeah, can't complain. So we're maybe gonna have a celebratory pint. If you guys are watching and it's Sunday, enjoy your Sunday. Have a great day. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and just comment anything in the comments as it helps. So yeah, enjoy. I'll go to a montage.